welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to do an unboxing of the second game that I got for Space Empires 4X, and this is the next largest size box, which is the original Space Empires 4X, and this is the 2025 edition here that just came out. Designer Jim Krohn, and this is a 3-inch box. The other one was a 4, therefore all good things. Yeah, all good things. All good things. So that had a 4-inch box. This has a 3-inch box. So let's take a look at this and see how it looks. So this game has been around a long time. What is it? I think this is the 4th or 5th printing, something like that. So it's a very, very popular game, new to me. So I'm kind of glad to start getting into this series, which is kind of cool. A game that's been around so long, I'm just starting to get into it, and I get to go into it with all of the expansions. But of course, I will start out with the base game first. So like I said, 3-inch box here. And we'll look at the back here. And it says, Space Empire 4X is a game in the finest tradition of 4X space games. Explore, expand, exploit, and exterminate. This game is rich in theme, carriers, fighters, mines, cloaking, dreadnoughts, merchant shipping, colonization, mining, terraforming, shipyards, black holes, warp points, non-player aliens, doomsday machines, everything in an epic space opera needed. Despite that, the rules are incredibly simple. Almost 20 years in the making, many elegant solutions have been developed to remove complexity and make the game intuitive. So 1 to 4 player explore the random maps. Each space can reveal any of 12 different terrain types like asteroids, nebulous planets. Terrain is important as it impacts both combat and movement, as well as how you will build your empire. Players then expand their empire by forming colonies, long-term steady growth, harvesting resources, quick income, building a merchant's fleet, trade income. Infrastructure must quickly be exploited to build a fleet from up to 10 different classes of warships, and research critical technology from amongst the 50 levels of technology at your disposal. The complete empire quickly comes in contact and via to exterminate each other, which that's too bad. There are multiple scenarios for both solitaire and 2-player. Multiplayer scenarios have options for team plays, including 2 players against 1 and 3-player game. Scenarios can be customized to length, and some can be completed in as little as an hour. So here are our game counters, and here are 4 different factions here, or empires, or civilizations, whichever you want to call them. The game comes with 1 mounted map, which is you need this to have this mounted map. None of the other expansions come with this, only this one. 4 1/2 counter sheets. 4 and 1/2 counter sheets. 1 8.5 by 11 pad player aid sheet, 4 player reference cards, 2-sided, 16-page full color rulebook, 16-page full color playbook, 4 10-sided dice. Ages 14 and up, players 1 to 4, 2+ hours. Complexity is a 4. Solitaire suitability is on a 9. Unit scale is 1 to 6 ships or squadron. Map scale, each hex equals many light years. Time scale, 1 year per economic phase. So that's one of the reasons that in this game, when something is attacked and has damage, once the battle's over, you lose the damage because you're 1 year per economic phase. So they're actually long periods of time going by. All right, so let's open up this box and take a look at it. Love the front cover. You know, it's funny, as a smaller picture, it's hard to really make out all the detail in it, but as a larger box, looks really good. And here are rule books. This is a classic picture here. You've seen this for a number of years with this game. Version 1.2 here. And you can see here that these are the playing pieces, and this is a 16-page rule book. Not a huge rule book. I mean, you know, you can get through this pretty quick. I mean, it's mostly reading, but simple to understand. The advanced rules actually start here on page 11. So you could actually play the basic game with 10.5 pages of instructions. And then 11, 12, 13, and then 13 gives you the advanced rules, so another 2.5 pages. And then you have 2 pages of optional rules here. And some different little charts on the back here that you use, a movement technology chart, and of course group identification, sequence of play, black hole survival check, space rec technology table, and abbreviated sequence of play combat. So that's your rule books here. And I'll move this off to the side a little bit more here. And here's our scenario book here. And we open this up and we have 2-player scenario, playtime advice, and introduction to the scenarios. So we have 2-player, 3-player, 4-player, epic scenario for 2 to 8 players, 1-player doomsday machine scenario. So here's a 2-player scenario, 2-player map. And you can see that you can arrange them in different starting areas. You know, you can have a lot of deep space here, a lot of deep space here, and no system markers. Epic scenario for 2 to 8 players, game variant. 1-player doomsday machine scenario, small solitaire map, large solitaire map. And 1-player alien empire scenario. And let's see, this page 11 and 12 here. Alien player map here. Designer notes and comprehensive example of combat. And Space Empire's production sheet with unpredictable research. And on the back here, alien economic sheet here. And then here we have a stack of Empire production sheets, and also on the back ship technology sheets here. And there's quite a few of them there. You can play a number of games before you have to start copying them. Player reference chart on the ship chart here. So reference card for the ship chart on the front. On the back, player reference card for research cards. And then we have another one here for player. I think we have 4 of these. Yes, we do. So 4 of them. And now we get to our counters here. So here's the half-page counter. And you can see that we have the alien ships and our ship counters from 1 to 6, which you see here, for the number of ships that each counter represents. And then we have our counters for the different factions. So we got the green, blue, different size ships, and you get more and more of these in each expansion that you get as they add different ships and different things that you encounter. And here are the red and yellow factions, or empires or colonies, whatever you like to call them. And here is the Space Empire here, counter 3 of 4. And these are all the danger markers and different markers. So some of these are for the red home system, green home system, blue, yellow, and then deep space. Deep space has all the dangerous stuff, black holes, danger is really bad. So a lot of stuff can happen in deep space. And here we have some more of our counters for the different ships, so that we have quantity counters, I guess it would be, lost in space. Our colonies here, we have colony ships here, mining ships here, colony ships of the different colors, some more alien ships here, and then the back sides of those. Oops, popped it out. And here is our map, which we'll take a look at in a minute. There's not much to show you in that, but it is a map. Here are our 4 die right here, and a bunch of baggies to put all the stuff in, and of course our little insert here. So let me stack all this back in here. We'll take a look at the map. I can get most of this map in. It's a nice solid single-sided map board here. And you have good size hexes here. Pretty much just space is all it is. And it's not till you get the expansions where you can actually get tiles to put down here to add to it. But here's the red area, the blue, orangish, yellowish, and green. And then up at the top here, we have our colony, our economic phase sequence, pay maintenance, a bid for player order here, purchase unit tech, place units, and increase colonies. And then we have our turn track. So in between each of these economic phases is a number of turns. And then after you complete these, you do the economic phase, and there are so many economic phases per scenario as to how many you can play. So a plain board to begin with, but it does improve quite rapidly. All right. Okay, so that was a rather quick first look at Space Empires 4X. Now this is a game that's been around for a long time. I think 2011. I noticed that the art was designed in 2011. So I'm thinking somewhere around there. I'm not sure on that. But really a cool, fun game. I've been reading the rules on it. And after this box opening, I'm going to start playing it. So I got to clip the counters and do all that stuff. But I will get this to the table pretty quick just to see how it plays out and see how much I enjoy this. But thank you for tuning in. If you do like what you see, like and subscribe. I will be making some counter holders for this one here. So come back then. The best way to do that is if you subscribe. You can see later on. But I do appreciate those of you who stuck around this long. Thanks a lot and take care.